In summer 2008, I was diagnosed with acoustic neuroma, a benign inner ear tumor that, if it doesn't get removed, it can cause serious complications. There were possibilities of treatment like radiation and I guess a few more things, but for my age and the stage of the tumor, the surgery was the best possible option. So I said, let's go, let's do it. Of course, when I got the news, it was shocking. It's one of those things you don't really prepare in life, so when it happens you're caught off guard, and those are the things that make you sit down and rethink your whole life. And it's up to you. Either you're gonna sit down and cry, or you're gonna sit down, get yourself together, and think how you're gonna get through it. I picked the plan B. I quit my job in order to refocus, in order to prepare myself for the surgery physically and mentally. So from the point when I was diagnosed with the inner ear tumor to the point that I was on the operating table, there was the time of 4 months. So I did everything possible to stay strong and with the belief that I'll be fine. There are risks, of course. There are risks like my facial nerves were under big risk. If you just Google up acoustic neuroma, you're gonna be able to see other people that went through, and in most of the cases their facial nerves have not been able to recover to the point mine were able. So I guess I was lucky, and I was exercising a lot. All my facial nerves, I was doing everything possible. So after the surgery, my balance was off. I wasn't really able to walk on my own. Of course, the body was drained from I was pretty tired. I was getting tired quickly, but I would still force myself into walking. So I would go down the hall and back and walk 2-3 rounds and come back and into the apartment and lay down not in order not to faint. So I kind of pushed myself to the limit, but I have to say that I really surprised even myself. Six days after my surgery, I decided that it's time for me to sit behind the steering wheel and drive my girlfriend to work and pick her up afterwards. In a weird way, my balance was better off when I would be sitting and driving instead of walking. So I kind of used that to my advantage, so I can be useful in some way. So I had my duty and I went after it. So I did what I could to contribute to our relationship and to my recovery, because sitting down and crying doesn't really help. But everything to the side, I have to admit that my biggest appreciation, my biggest thanks goes to the Dr. Izukawa and Dr. Chen, who performed the surgery, who actually briefed me before the surgery, and who were visiting me in the hospital every day after the surgery. They were really monitoring me closely. They performed amazing, so I really owe them the quality of my life right now. So before the surgery, they got together with me, they explained everything, the whole procedure, the risks, and the options. There was the option for me to pick the way and ask them to try to split the hearing nerve, so a part of my hearing would be preserved. But with that would be the risk there that the tumor would regrow down the road. So I said, screw it, chop it off, let's move on. I have another year. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out somehow, how I'm gonna use it and how I'm gonna get around it. So they did what they did. Everything went as planned, and it was quite an interesting experience, I would say. Probably just a few days after I came home from the hospital, I started applying for jobs, even though I was all off balance. And I remember when I received the first call for the interview, deep in the back of my head, I was really curious how I'm gonna make it there and how I'm gonna make it through the interview. But I said, okay, I'll be there. So I started applying for jobs, and that was another interesting journey.